Hi and welcome everyone. I'm going to try not to sound too excited. But when I do this research, I really get into it. I'm excited that something is up there on the moon. Someone is up there. It's so intriguing. These are structures. Well, they're craters. That's what they told us they were. But look literally at the shapes there. What never mind, I'm not going to tell you what they are. I'm just going to show you what I'm seeing on the moon that is very mysterious. And yes, some of these objects remind me of structures. In the study of ufology, people analyze characteristics and traits like UFO heat signatures and signs that tell us that the UFOs that are in footage are actually real. It's not easy, I'm sure, for the governments or all ufology associations to try to find out if the sightings are real that are coming in. But let me tell you something, lights flashing and appearing on the moon like this, both intensifying and going up and down. Look at this, guys. This is an explosion on the moon from an object that is flailing across the surface. Looks like it's out of control. I backed it out for you guys, and you're going to see, as fast as it is, rewind it and look at it a couple times. You're going to notice an object falling from this object. It hits the ground, and an explosion. Here it is in inversion. Quite an impressive show of activity on the surface. We're going to go see a whole bunch of activity. We're going to see projectiles, UFOs shooting on the surface. And what are UFOs, my friends? They are unidentified flying objects. That's all they are. I'm not declaring necessarily that it's aliens or even humans. It could be secret projects. Look at that, the red dot there. Goes to the surface and boom, massive explosion, intensifying an area on the moon where we can see the whole surface. Forward and backwards, guys. Look at the three lights on the surface in a triangular formation that are keeping the same distance between each other as they are flowing across the surface together. New finding right here. There's going to be more and more of them. A larger UFO on the top, intensifying, proving to us, you see it literally there, that it's on the moon or over the moon, very close to it. And another UFO appears on the bottom. And not just appears, it intensifies in light. Don't forget the pixelation on the surface that is sparkly and static that you see appearing, or disturbances in the video. It's not this what I'm showing you. You can see in the top right corner some disturbances and stuff. I'm not saying there's any UFOs in there, and it's pixelated. But you can see the other two UFOs that I'm showing you properly. No bullcrap, right? I'm just showing you straight up. Smoke on the surface right here, another explosion or something. So these objects could be, watch the UFO. I love this. You're going to see the UFO's propulsion at the back. I'm not lying to you. This is absolutely amazing. On the bottom, look at it. Well, look at them all, but look at the bottom. Look at that. The intensity of the light behind that dark object is actually changing. You can see it in live footage. It's so impressive, right? Here's what happens is me not having credibility or not being vetted. I get it. I got no problems with that. I think that's probably what's saving me. But in reality, look at the smokes, guys. Look at that. But in reality, if I was maybe a military guy or, had a higher position in my line of work, for example, I probably would get more credibility. But you guys and gals know that that's not my goal here. You come here of your own free will to believe what you want, and I love you for it, and I appreciate it. But seriously, there are UFOs on the moon. Look at the triangle right there in the circle. I showed it to you guys, the triangle, both. You're going to see it stationary in this video, and you're going to see it moving. And I'm going to show it to you in live footage, not images, live footage. Let's go see that right now. An amazing flash appears on the surface. But then, very similar to the triangle I've just showed you, look what is actually, this time, stationary on the surface. Watch closely. There's the lights. I brought it down for you. Listen, it's hard to see. You can see those three triangular shaped lights. Let's see it again. With the exact shape of the same moving triangular object that I showed you, or those three objects that were keeping the same distance right in the beginning of the video. And that's absolutely impressive. You can actually see the UFO on the left. You'll see it. You could, not UFO, sorry, the smokes appear like massive smoke right before we see these three lights. You see them? You can see them well enough. Is it blurry? That's besides the point, guys. It's on the moon. They told us nothing was up there. They said absolutely nothing was up there. So it's pretty amazing to see that stationary triangle or those 3 points. What about UFOs intensifying and their lights and dimming down? So we call this an anomaly or UFO, whatever you want to call it. It's going down to the surface. It gets further away from my telescope, but we're going to see it in several ways. Now here, the surface is completely red, okay? And it's so illuminated that is either fire on the surface or something that is stronger than just the gray regular light that we see on the surface. When I saw this and I said I'm going to show this and they're going to see a light or an explosion, this could be many things. A light, an explosion, it could be something that was substance transforming to gas, it's sublimating. I mean, whoa, right? Imagine an intelligent person, a really intelligent scientist, what he would know looking at this footage, or a professional astronomer. Because here's the thing, even professional astronomers don't see UFOs. It can happen. It depends on what their job is. Even if they have these big telescopes, I mean, look at this. This is proof. This is pretty incredible. It is a UFO, and the light, it's not me filtering it or shutting it down. And notice how the surface reacts around that UFO. This is all proof, characteristics, traits that are showing us it's very real. So a UFO is a light on the moon. This one, this type is anyways. 3 projectiles that come from it. I'm going to show you the live footage. This is an image. I don't really like the images of UFOs. Well, like this, it's okay. I'm explaining it in the video. There's live. But an image can be faked a lot easier than a video. It doesn't mean UFO videos aren't real. Maybe only one image was ever caught of a certain UFO. Okay, I get it. Like a TR-3B, right? Like the one we saw that was posted. The guy waited for what, 10 years or 5-10 years before posting it? People are afraid of what could happen to them by exposing this truth. But me, it's my belief. I believe someone's up on the moon. Not because I want it, not because I thought it was, it's because of what I found. And that's why I share it all with you guys and gals, because it's the truth. So we can confirm, each and every one of us, that something is on there, right? We know someone or something is up there. Okay, we don't know who or what it is, but that's not what I'm here to tell everyone. Ever notice I don't talk about aliens and about what they look like? We don't have a proof. We don't even know if they're real or not. Honestly, if we look at the facts, here's a blue origin UFO. No, sorry, a blue UFO. Who knows? It's blue though. And again, the characteristics and traits, refraction of light, and everything comes into consideration. But does refraction stop us from seeing the surface? That is so stupid. Of course not. We can see the surface. I took the lights down, so I hope it's not daytime. Wash your screens and turn down your lights, guys. You have to always do that when you're watching my video. This is, I call it the ghost UFOs, traveling around, whether it be a soul, a spirit. Many people have theories, fallen angels. I want to know that I appreciate and respect each and every one of them. I love and am so interested in hearing each and every one of your opinions on exactly what these objects can be. I'm not smarter than anyone else. I'm not trying to be smarter than anyone else. But look at all these captures. Over 275 different lights and UFOs and objects and different events that I've caught over only a few years on the moon. Like this one here, it really does look like an explosion. But I want you to take note of the black dot beside to the right of this. You'll also see a black object appear also on the left. And I say object, it's maybe just a shadow, whatever it may be, but you see it. We'll look at it in inversion and we're still going to see that black dot to the right of it. And that is really intriguing me. You see that? Benoît Paquette, Crawface, André Saint-Pierre. Merci les gars. Thank you so much, guys. Can't thank you enough.
are the moon. Aliens are the moon. And they're mining. Really up there. They're mining on the moon. Aliens are the moon. Aliens are the moon. They're spying. Really up there. They're mining on the moon. Aliens are the moon. Aliens are the moon. And they may be coming soon.
This is Houston. Say again, please.
Oh,